What's going on, true believers? Welcome to another episode of One Shot. I am your host, Jacob. It was an okay week this week. Not too heavy, which was nice. So I don't have a huge stack of books to go through and hopefully get done by the next week. But I just wanted to show this one off. I got this one in the mail. I'm not sure if I showed this last week or not, but yeah, I figured it'd be a good placeholder right at the beginning there. The David Nakayama War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha. What a beautiful cover that is. The Virgin variant. Absolutely love that cover. Well, let's get right into it, shall we? This week, Iron Man. This book has been so for me. There was a period to where I actually missed an issue and read the next issue, and did not realize that it had happened. I was a little confused, but not too bad. So obviously not a whole lot happening with this book. Nothing really special. I mean, there are a bunch of characters that I'm not too familiar with that I'm learning a little bit about, which is okay, but it's more of a filler for my pull list lately. But Alex Ross covers are always a good thing, right? Next thing on my list, Amazing Spider-Man 68. This is the Chameleon Conspiracy Part 2. Last week was okay. But if it's been anything like the last 2 or 3 story arcs, I'm not too thrilled about where it's going. It doesn't seem like they wrap up any of them. Maybe they're just waiting for the Sinister War that's coming. I don't know. But the last issue was pretty good. The Chameleons being broken out of prison by Teresa Parker, Peter Parker's sister, who first made her appearance in Spider-Man Family Business, which I believe was just a graphic novel. It wasn't like floppies or anything like that, which I've read and is pretty good. But most people are saying that her first appearance was in Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 1. This right here, I was able to pick up a copy. I know it's been heating up a little bit because of this Amazing Spider-Man run and her first appearance. But again, I did not know that Chip Zdarsky actually did a Spider-Man run. I think this was 2017. I had no idea. But after picking this copy up, I'm super excited to get the rest of it, read this one, and then get the rest of the series, because you know me, Chip Zdarsky, and there's a lot more coming. You'll hear his name a lot today. But yeah, that one, I thought that was pretty cool. Next issue, Batman Urban Legends number 4. This book has been, I don't know, I think this is one of those ones that has like a bunch of different stories in it. There's only really one good story, because the rest are completely forgettable. And it's the Red Hood story where he's trying to help out this kid because he had killed his father because he was just a scumbag. And his mother is on her deathbed because she's ODing. But he's trying to locate these people that are selling this new drug that's kind of connected to the Scarecrow's fear toxin. But it's that story is really good, but the rest, I have no idea. I can't even remember them. They're forgettable. Now to talk about something amazing. The Joker. This is issue number 4. This series has blown me away. If you're not on it, you need to find these, because this has been a fantastic read. Jim Gordon has been tasked by this corporation to hunt down the Joker and take him out. Everybody blames the Joker for blowing up Arkham Asylum, so everybody's after him right now. Everybody. And so Jim Gordon winds up tracking him down. There's a few spoilers coming, so be careful with that if you're really wanting to read it. But Jim Gordon tracks him down and finds him, and they run into each other. And the Joker's like, I didn't do it. And Jim Gordon knows that, hey, the Joker is crazy and all, but one thing he does is he pretty much tells the truth all the time. So he's kind of caught in the middle now. There's a group of assassins heading his way, and then there's the Joker, and he doesn't know what to do. But if I know Jim Gordon, he's going to do the right thing, which is protect the Joker and then take him in. Even though he really, really wants to kill him, he's fighting with that dark side of himself in this book. Overall, fantastic series so far. Super excited to read this one. Yeah, if you're not on it, get on that book. This is DC's Wonder Woman 773. I still haven't read the last 2 or 3 issues that led up to this one, but I mean, first of all, this cover is amazing. It's beautiful. Secondly, it has a lot to do with Norse mythology, it seems like. She's put in the Norse section, which draws my interest every time. I'm super into like the Viking culture. I love it. So that's why I picked this one up. I really need to buckle down and get to this issue. But beautiful cover. Another Chip Zdarsky book, Justice League Last Ride. This is issue 2. This has been, like, the first issue was great. The Justice League seems to be kind of torn apart. They haven't been operating together for a while. And then they receive a call that they all need to go to the Watchtower. And you find out that Superman and Batman have been kind of on the outs with each other. Something happened. They didn't like what one another did. But they're having to put aside their differences because the Green Lantern has brought a prisoner to the Watchtower. He's captured Lobo. And he's trying to keep him safe until his court date. And obviously the Green Lantern also has his own agenda. He wants the new seat of the council to be the Watchtower. He wants it to be Earth, essentially. So Batman's kind of like, I've got better things to do. You guys deal with this. But he's winding up having to put aside his differences in order to keep Lobo safe. So this has been a fun ride. Chip Zdarsky, can't say enough about him. But yeah, super good. Batman the Detective. This is issue 3 of 6. This series has been really good as well. Batman has left Gotham. He's gone to London. A group of terrorists are killing in his name. And he's having to sidekick with a Robin Light character named Squire. I'm not too familiar with that character. But he is trying to track down why these people are killing in his name. Super good book. Don't know what else I can really say about it. Good read. 6 issues long. I'd wait for the trade paperback. Next on the list is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. Bounty Hunters 13. This series is okay. It's up and down for me. But, you know, I'm all in on that War of the Bounty Hunters. I'm getting all the tie-ins, so the Dr. Aphras, the Darth Vaders. Even though I don't really read those series, I'm picking them up just because of the tie-in. I haven't read this one yet. We'll see if it's any better than the others. I mean, it's pretty. The series is real up and down for me, so it's been good enough to keep me going reading. Let's go back to Chip Zdarsky. Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. This is a what if comic. This has been an amazing series. I know it's going to be a short one. I can't remember how many issues this is going to be, but man, has this been good. This is what if Spider-Man gave in to the Venom suit and became Venom. He is turning into a really bad guy, and it's got all of the bad guys on edge right now. So I believe this one ties in the Sinister Six a little bit. You can see them on the cover here. But Spider-Man in himself, I don't know if you know much about his powers, but he is really strong, and he's been holding back most of the time when he fights. And if he unleashes all of his powers, nothing's going to be able to stop him. And so he's a really scary character right now. And this has been an amazing read. It's pretty dark, but I've been loving this book. It's great. Geiger, issue 3. This has been another really good series, and I'm really excited to read this book, because if it's anything like the last two, man, it's going to be great. Fallout New Vegas meets like a Hulk type scenario with radiation. You know, he's super irradiated. He's like the only guy that can live outside in the irradiated zone without a suit on. And there's like the Mr. Big type character who's like part of the casinos and stuff. He's after him. They know each other somehow, and so he's trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. He's just trying to live his life. But this has been a fantastic book. Highly recommend it. Eve, issue number 2. Another really good series. Boom Studios. This is a little girl who kind of woke up from a Matrixy style situation. She wakes up in a world where the world has been flooded, essentially, and she's waking up in a skyscraper that is above the water line. And the first thing she says is, "I need to find my dad." But she's taking a trip to find her father with a robotic teddy bear to guide her. And it's just a really cool story. If you're not on this, I'm usually not too big into the weather related conspiracies or whatever. It is what it is, but it's been a really good book so far. So Eve, can't recommend that one enough. A new series, Bunny Mask, issue number 1. This is a new horror book by Aftershock. I don't know too much about it, but I heard horror book and Aftershock. Aftershock's been really good lately, so I thought, why not give it a shot? Obviously, I didn't get cover A. I thought this cover was really cool. It's like a little cutout for a mask. It's really cool. So I'll report back on what I think about this when I get the issue number 2. I'll give it at least 3 issues for sure. Nottingham, issue number 2. So when I first was ordered Nottingham issue number 1, I somehow my LCS didn't get enough copies, and I wound up missing out on that, so I had to wait for the second print of issue 1. Well, I missed out on issue 2 by that time, and so I ordered issue 3, and So I got 1 second printing and 3 first printing, and then I had to wait on this one, which is the second printing of the second issue, in order to get caught up. So this is finally here. I can finally catch up on that and then finish out the series. Really good series, super gory, super violent. The sheriff of Nottingham may not be as bad of a guy. He's still not a great guy, but he's not as bad of a guy as he's been made out before. And then Robin Hood doesn't seem like he's the best guy that we've known from history, but it seems like they're all pretty bad people. But this series has been amazing. Just the first issue that I read, super excited to finally get caught up on this one. And then something I picked up, I know this came out a few weeks ago, Time Before Time. I've heard, I wasn't going to pick it up, but I've heard too many good things. I said, all right, let me pick this up before I miss out on something. So I did wind up getting a first print. I know the second print comes out, I think, this next week or so, but I was lucky enough to find a first print. Has a lot to do with time travel, people going back in time, I think it seems like mostly, and hiding out. I'm not too sure what the story is, but when I read the premise, it sounded really good. So yeah, I'll report back on this one as well, what I think of it. And then we'll do a couple of my dollar bin finds here. I found all 4 issues of The Final Night. This is week 1, Armageddon. I don't know anything about this story, but it seems like the world is ending and the Justice League are there for it. So that's issue 1, and it's a 4-issue miniseries. So this is issue 2. It's called Week 2 Chaos. The end is here, it says. And it looks like the heroes might be losing. Week 3, Shallow Graves. And week 4, Emerald Dawn. So probably something to do with the Green Lantern, I assume. Yeah, got them all for a buck a piece. Why not? Got the whole run. And lastly, the Avengers. This is annual number 22. This is the first appearance of Blood Wraith as Blood Wraith, but the guy that became Blood Wraith, his first appearance was in Black Knight Volume 2, issue number 2. His name is Sean Dolan, and he was the squire for the Black Knight. So he is a Black Knight villain, mostly. Haven't heard any spec or anything on him. I don't know. Just picked it up because first appearance as Blood Wraith. Thought it was pretty cool for a buck. Why not, right? Well, that is all I have for you this week. Thanks for stopping by and checking out what I hauled in from my local comic shop. If you could, just give me a like, leave a comment, help that algorithm out to find more people so my channel can grow. Working on a few things, an intro possibly, and a new location to shoot my videos. So that should be coming soon. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Keep reading and have a great rest of your week. Thanks.